loves, welcome back to another episode of Badass Mama Moves. I am your badass, good-looking host, Yara. And today we're diving into something that most people try not to think about, something that we often, very often hide behind of or ignore, or even start believing it's who we are, and that is the real you. We're talking about unmasking the real you. Since it's Halloween, I thought, I figure what better time to talk about the mask we wear every single day. Because let's be honest, some of us don't need costumes. We've been wearing our mask all year long, and for some, even years and years and years. And those masks look different for everyone. It could be the I'm fine kind of mask when you're barely keeping it together, the strong mama mask that says I got it even when you're crumbling inside, the picture perfect, everything is perfect kind of mask with the social media, smiling and posting and pretending when behind the scenes you're holding the world on your shoulders, but then you can barely hold yourself together. And we wear them so well, right? That sometimes we even fool our own selves, don't we? We put them on every morning before facing the world, even our kids, to go to work, to church, wherever we go. We just so used to, we just put it right in the morning, like it's just part of us. Because being seen, really seen, feels scarier than any ghost or haunted house. But here's what I want to talk about today. I want to ask what happens when we get so used to wearing the mask that we forget what our real face looks like. Like what happens when the mask becomes our identity? Because at some point that mask gets heavy and it feels suffocating. And we deserve to breathe again and be us. We deserve to feel seen. Not what people think who you are, but for who you really are. Underneath the whole mask situation, underneath the whole survival mode situation, and underneath those layers we've built just to make it through. So today we're going to talk about how to take off that mask safely, of course, slowly and without shame. Because sometimes the scariest thing isn't Halloween, it's being seen without the mask. When I really started thinking about this whole mask thing, and I realized I've been wearing mine for years too. The I'm okay mask, the I don't need help mask, thinking I'm Superwoman, I can handle all. And listen, sometimes those masks serve a purpose. Yeah, sometimes we put them on just to make it through the day. Because when you're a single mama, you don't always get the luxury to fall apart. You still got to show up just for your kids, for work, for life, for yourself. Well, maybe not so much for ourselves because we tend to leave ourselves for last, right? For everybody else but ourselves. That's what we often do, right? Because we got to keep things going. We got to keep food on the table and make sure all the lights stay on. So yeah, that mask helps us function. It's part of our survival mode. But the danger comes when you forget to take it off. When I'm okay becomes your automatic answer. When strong becomes your only identity. When people stop asking how you really are because you have convinced them you're always fine. That mask gets really heavy, like really, really heavy. And you start to feel like armor, but armor that keeps love and people away. And then you wonder why people don't get close to you. But hello, we're pushing them away. I mean, unknowingly sometimes, yes, we don't even realize it. We have become so immune to this whole mask pretending thing because when you're always in strong mode, nobody sees when you need holding. When you're always in I'm fine mode, I got it mode, nobody knows you're still silently drowning. How can they know, really? When sometimes you don't even know yourself. When you're always smiling through the pain, you rob yourself of the chance to heal. And I totally get it. I really do. Being vulnerable, being real, being seen, that's scary. Especially when life has already handed you heartbreak and betrayal and disappointment or straight up exhaustion. But here's what I've learned. Strength is not about how long you can hold it together. It's about having the courage to take the mask off and say, hey, I'm tired. I'm not okay today. I need a minute. I need help. And really say and be open. because that right there is not weakness. It's power, and it's part of the healing. And if you have been wearing your mask so long that you have forgotten who's underneath, it's time to really shift that and take it off and remember, who are you? Who's that woman underneath that mask? I had to sit with this for a while and really think about why we hide behind those masks. And for a lot of us, it's not because we are fake. It's because we've had to survive. It's part of the whole surviving mechanism. When you've been through things, heartbreak, abandonment, betrayal, abuse, whatever the case, you start to learn how to protect yourself. And we do anything we can to protect ourselves and our kids. And we build walls, you put on smile, you master the art of I'm good. Hey, I know about that because I'm always good. I'm always smiling. And I always had it all put together. But inside I was just breaking. Because somewhere along the way, life taught you that being too real was dangerous. That if you showed too much emotion, people would just use it against you. That if you let your guard down, somebody will take advantage. So we hide. That's our natural reaction. We just hide. We put that wall up. We hide our pain behind productivity. We hide our exhaustion behind humor and our loneliness behind business, and we call it strength. But truthfully, sometimes it's not strength, it's fear. Fear of being judged, fear of being misunderstood, fear that if we take that mask off, people won't like what they see underneath. And as a single mama, that fear hits different because we already feel like we got to prove ourselves. We got to prove that we can handle it, that we are not broken, that we're still in, and prove that we are still enough, even when it's just us holding it all down, everything down. And society doesn't make it easier either. And let's be real about that. There's this quiet, unspoken pressure that says single mamas are supposed to be everything: the provider, the nurturer, the disciplinarian, the comforter, everything rolled into one person. And you're not supposed to get tired? We're expected to hold it down without missing a beat, raise kids, great kids, amazing kids, never complain, never cried, and definitely never ask for help. So if we struggle, we're failing. If we rest, we're lazy. If we cry, we're emotional. If we set boundaries, we're being difficult, just to say in a nice way. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. So what we do, we wear the mask even tighter. We keep proving and performing, hoping one day someone will finally say, damn, she's doing it all. And not that we need petty either, just to be clear. But underneath that praise, there's still pain. There's still exhaustion. There's still that quiet part of you whispering, like, when do I get to just be? And I totally get it. It is exhausting. And when we are in it, and when we are at it, we overcompensate. We smile when we want to scream. We say yes when our soul is begging for rest. We make ourselves smaller just to make others comfortable. But here's what I've learned, and the hard way, of course, very hard way. You can heal while you keep hiding. You can grow while pretending you're fine. And you certainly can't walk in freedom while carrying the weight of everybody else's expectations. At some point, you got to say, I'm tired of performing. Like, I'm ready to be. Because the mask might protect you, but it also keeps you from being seen. And mama, you deserve to be seen loud and clear, very loud and clear. We need to stop putting those masks and those layers because it does get very heavy. So let's go into a break. When we come back, I want to get into something deeper, and that is how to start peeling off those masks. Not all at once, of course, because it's gonna hurt. Not in a way that feels unsafe, but in a way that is slowly, safely, intentionally, and in a way that helps you reconnect with the woman underneath. So don't go anywhere, and I see you right back in just a minute.
Oh, let's gather round, feel the cheer today. Jingle bells ringing, let's jingle all the way. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome one, welcome all to our merry display. Small business is shining in the brightest way. From handmade treasures to gifts that amaze. Get ready for the magic, it's a holly jolly craze. Jingle all the way, come and shop with glee. Find the perfect gifts just for you and me. Every little purchase brings a sparkle bright. Jingle all the way, make your season light. Crafted with love, with a story inside. Local hearts and dreams and holiday pride. With every click and cheer, feel the joy deploy. From cozy mints to the perfect toy. Jingle all the way, come and shop with glee. Find the perfect gifts just for you and me. Every little purchase brings a sparkle bright. Jingle all the way, make your season light. So ring those bells, let your laughter flow. Support small dreams, let your kindness show. With a cup of cocoa, we gather side by side. Shopping virtual this year with passion and pride. Jingle, 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 the magic fills the air. Find your favorite treasure, show your love and care. Jingle, 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 come join the fun and jingle all the way. The joy's just begun. Jingle all the way, come and shop with glee. Find the perfect gifts just for you and me. Every little purchase brings a sparkle bright. Jingle all the way, make your season light. So mark your calendar, it's time to play. Join our online expo, jingle all the way. Spread the joy, share the love, celebrate the day. With every little shopping spree, we'll all jingle all the way.
All right, Mama, welcome back. Welcome back. And I hope you took a moment during the break to just breathe and kind of relax. Because now we're going to go to talk about where we start peeling back those layers. Not to expose you, but to free you. When we take the mask off, it's not about being reckless with our emotions or spilling our hearts to just anyone. It's about slowly, gently, and intentionally finding your way back to you. The woman underneath all the titles, the woman behind the survival mode, the one you might have buried beneath way down. Beneath years of doing what you had to do just because we need to survive. And I'll be real with you, taking that mask off takes courage. Absolutely. It's uncomfortable at first because you've probably worn it for so long that it becomes part of your identity. But here's how you start breaking free. Little by little and safely, of course, because it's part of the healing. So part of the healing, it takes time. But we need to get honest with ourselves. Before you can be real with anyone else, you got to be real with you. That means sitting still long enough to say the truth out loud. I'm tired, I'm hurting, I'm exhausted, I miss me, I don't know what I'm doing. I say, write it, whisper, whatever it is, whatever it takes. Because pretending has never brought peace, only pressure. And peace starts the moment you stop lying to yourself about how you really are and who you really are. Find your safe space. We all need one. We can't do this alone. A safe space where, you can take the mask off without fear of judgment. Like for me, that safe space started with prayer, just me, God, and the truth. Just being vulnerable and just letting it out. It wasn't easy at first because it literally won't even come out. But little by little, for you, it might be to journal, to a therapist, or that one friend who doesn't flinch when you say, I'm not okay. My best friend also was my safe space. My life coach is also my safe space. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be safe. Because when you can finally let the mask slip, even for a few minutes, you start to feel your soul exhale again. And you feel that weight off your shoulders of your being, like your whole being. You gotta give permission to yourself to rest. That's another one. You don't need to earn rest. You don't have to prove yourself you deserve it. You've been strong for so long, so it's okay to pause, to not have the answers, to not have it all together. The world won't fall apart because you took a nap or turn off your phone for a little bit, or say that you're like, not today, I can't today, right? Rest is part of healing. Resting is your right. As a rested mom, as a rested woman, you will show up more powerfully than a burnout one ever could. We got to redefine our strength. We've been told that strong means doing it all and not break. Like, really? But like, real strength is saying I need help. It's saying I can't do this alone anymore. Choosing vulnerability even when it feels terrifying. Because vulnerability doesn't mean weak. It means that you're a human. Hello. Being human is beautiful. It's just part of everything. Reconnect with your joy. Underneath all the masks, all the roles that we carry and we have to play, all the responsibilities, there's still a woman who loves, who laughs, who dreams, who desires. You might have buried her under the to-do list and the survival mode, the survival mechanism, but she's still there. We need to find her. Ask yourself, what used to make me smile? What makes me feel alive? Then start doing more of that. Even if it's 5 minutes a day, we can just start there. Even if it's just dancing in the kitchen while you cook. And listen, that one resonates with me and really stands out because more often than not, way too often than not, I forget to do things for me that make me smile and be joyful. Like, for example, I love Zumba. Zumba. Like, whoever knows me knows that I love Zumba. Like, I love Zumba. I can't even say it enough. Each time I used to do Zumba, it's like I transported somewhere else, and it was just my happy moment, my happy hour. When I used to do Zumba, I used to smile during the whole class. I get you not, like, for real. The entire time, hour and a half, whatever the time was, that by the end of the class, my jaw would be hurting. That how much I used to just smile during the whole thing, like, for real. But whatever makes you smile, whatever gives you joy, just go for it. Because joy is how you start remembering who you really are. Like, listen, take that mask off. Doesn't mean taking the mask off doesn't mean the pain disappears. It means you stop carrying it alone. It means that you start giving yourself permission to be seen fully, freely, fearlessly. And when you do, you'll notice something powerful. Like, the people who are meant to love the real you will rise to meet her. The rest will fall away. That's the gift of truth. It doesn't just heal, it filters, and you will see it so clear right in front of you. Trust me, you will see it. The beautiful thing that happens when you take off the mask is that you reconnect with your power. Once you start, there's no going back. And I say this in the best way possible. When you start showing up as the real you, not the perfect, polished, filtered version of you, something inside of you shifts and you start to feel lighter. Like, that constant pressure on your chest, it just lifts. The mask might make people comfortable, but it keeps you trapped. And when you finally take it off, you realize how much energy it was taking just to keep it on and keep pretending. All the effort to hold it together, to say the right thing, to look the right way and look okay and smile when you really was pushing it, when you weren't, when you really just wanted to just cry. That's energy that could be going towards your healing and your purpose and your peace. When you get real, you start connecting different. The people around you, they shift. Because when the real you shows up, you start attracting people who are real to you. And yeah, the ones who only love the image of you, the polished version of you, they might fall away and you will see that right before your eyes. I won't lie. Like, and it hurts. It really does. It feels lonely for a minute. It's all part of it. But the crowd, you will see the crowd thinning out. But what's left after that is just truth, realness. And that's what you want. The ones who love the truth of the true you, they will show up and they will love you no matter what, no conditions attached. Getting real means you stop apologizing for who you are. You stop dimming your light just to make others comfortable. You stop over explaining your boundaries, your needs, your dreams. You stop settling, period. Because when you finally accept yourself, you stop needing everyone else's approval. You stop chasing validation. You stop explaining why you are the way you are. You just are, period. Whoever likes it, whoever don't, then the door is right there. Get going. The real you, the unmasked you, she's not meant to shrink. She's meant to shine and very brightly. And let me tell you something. When you start living unmasked, your kids notice too. They see a mama who's not pretending. They see a woman who's healing, who's honest about herself and her feelings, who still shows up on the hard days. And you teach them, not by words, but by example, by modeling it. That being real is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. We're showing them what self love and self acceptance looks like because that's what authenticity does. It doesn't just free you, it gives others permission to do the same, including your kids, our kids, including the people watching you silently because and wondering how you keep going because people always watching, that, right? Your vulnerability becomes somebody else's courage. Your truth becomes somebody else's roadmap back to themselves. So yeah, when you get real, everything changes. Your peace gets deeper, your relationships get healthier, and your purpose get clearer. Because the world doesn't need your mask, they need your magic. That fire inside of you, the laugh, the softness, the fight, that faith. That's the woman God designed you to be. That's the woman who changes rooms when she goes in, who changes lives, who changes everything. All right, Mama. So before we wrap up, I want to take a moment with you and let's just pause for a second, wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing. Maybe you're driving, folding laundry, whatever it is, just walking or just sitting down in bed, whatever it is. I want you to slow down for a second. And I want to challenge you to think about one mask you've been wearing lately. Maybe it's the I'm okay mask, smiling even when you're hurting, the strong I can do it all mask, carrying everything for everyone, the always in control mask, hiding the fear behind perfection. Whatever that mask is for you, I want you to imagine yourself setting it down, not throwing it away forever, just putting it down for a minute, just to start that healing process, because that's the point. That's the what we're aiming for. Just put it down forever. But for right now, let's just put it down for a minute. When you do it, just take a deep breath. Feel your shoulders relax. Let your jaw unclench. And let your face soften. Let your body remember what it feels like just to be, to just be. And that's you. That's the real you right there. The one who doesn't have to prove anything, the one who doesn't have to earn love, the one who can just exist right there, right now, and still be enough. Because she is enough. She's beautiful, she's worthy, she's loved. Even when she's tired, in the middle of her healing, even when she's still figuring it all out. So, even after this episode ends, I want you to take a few minutes for yourself and really dive into this little exercise again later tonight, whatever you have a moment, but do it. Dive into it again. In silence, in prayer, journal what you feel. Put that mask down. Breathe. Remember who you are underneath it all. And then you know what? I would like for you to come and share that moment with me. Find me on Facebook, Yara and Ortiz, as it shows on the screen. Look me up. Send me a DM or drop a comment and let me know how it felt. I would love to hear from you. To know what came up for you when you finally let that mask go, even if it's just for 2 seconds. I mean, I wish you could take more than 2 seconds, but you know what I mean. You know the point. Because your story, your truth, your realness, it matters. And I'm walking this journey right along you because I too have to put some masks down. So as you go through this week, remember this. You don't have to keep performing. You don't have to keep pretending. The right people, the right opportunities, the right blessings, they'll find you when you are being you. Unmasked, unapologetic, unafraid. Because that version of you, that's the woman who changes everything. All right, queens? So that's all for today's episode. And if this spoke to you, send it to another mama, to another woman who might need this reminder. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on social medias. Hit that link in the description. And if you're watching via YouTube, hit the link in the description and let's connect. As I always say, remember, I see you, I feel you, I am you. We are in this together. Stay grounded, stay fierce. Let's keep making those badass mama moves. See you in the next one.
This is your Prospera era, where dreams align with grace, abundance flows like rivers. You've stepped into your place. Rise, reign, and remember, you were born to shine. Welcome to your moment, Prospera, it's time.
We hope you enjoyed today's show on Prospera TV Network. Make it a point to visit us on YouTube and catch all your favorite shows anytime you want. Interested in hosting a show of your own? Or advertising your business on our network? Contact Elena Rodriguez.